Goodwill Hunting, Matt Damon and Robin Williams. And the scene that I share on the website is that one where it's not your fault. No, no, it's not your fault. So how do we identify with our burdens? How do we identify with our difficulties and make them ours? IFS has this wonderful discernment. We call it legacy burdens. The sense of the weight that we carry that isn't ours, that came from our family, that came from our ancestors, that came from our cultures. What do I mean? Just turn on the TV and see, turn on an advertisement. Turn on the TV and you've got the, 15 minutes of ads in every hour. And they're like, hey, your life will be better if you had this, or hey, that you're curing on your belly. Hey, if you didn't have that, you'd be so much better. Or if, oh, those wrinkles weren't here, or if your hair wasn't turning gray, or if, you look like Brad Pitt. It's like what's missing, what's missing, what's missing. Or if, oh, wow, there was only a different president, or if this president was supported, or if the environment was different. It's all about what's missing. And then there's so much of it we take on ourselves that we see the wrongness of the world, and we often find a sense of wrongness here. And that one scene, I love the movie, but it's like that. It's such a beautiful scene, and he could feel the resistance in Matt Damon. No, no, not you, Robin. Don't do that. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Because you could feel the heaviness that the kid held, right? With the circumstances that he grew up in. But we all have heaviness. We all have circumstances that came from life that becomes like, for me, I have a sense of a backpack. The idea that goes into the backpack and we start carrying and identifying it as ours. Almost like when you buy a new car, isn't it interesting when it shifts to, oh, it's my car, and someone says, nice car, or hey, that's a really crappy car, and you take it personally. And it's like all of these burdens that came from the culture, that came from our families, that came from the environment that we're in. This came from the sense of, hey, this is what it means to be a man. This is what it means to be a woman. This is how I should be. Any of those should, so many of them, just they're not ours. So what Robin says, it's not your fault. Like these burdens, these weights, it's not yours. It's not your responsibility. And that can be, like we can be like, oh, I need to heal that. I need to like let it release. And it's like, or you could just be the clarity of that. If someone could really say that to you, if you had Robin Williams popped into your room right now, it's not your fault. It's not yours. You don't have to carry this. You don't have to carry that in your backpack, right? Because we're all these environments, these countries we live in, the cultures that we live in, the families, it's even the air we breathe, right? Some of us breathe a lot of pollution, or we have a lot of it's just the culture and it's all and there's good intents in all of it. It's all beautiful. It's all beautiful, but it's not ours. We don't have to carry it. We can dance in it. We can appreciate it, but we don't have to carry it. It's not your fault.